right here. Huh? Teamwork is dream.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Emerge. Right now. Right here. Let's light it up! Everybody!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Settle down.
Teamwork is dream.
Wind strider. Clouds high. The birds.
Come on out. Right now. Right here. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here.
Bow your head. Justice is blindsided. Let the mighty be humbled.
Everybody stand back.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Right now. Emerge. Right now. Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
Wind strider. Clouds high. The birds.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Everybody stand back.
As one with wind and cloud.
A sight to behold. Right now. Right here. Emerge.
My apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you. It's over.
Care to play with me?
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy. I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
There are leaves around. And I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Good roll.
What?
All right, maybe I'll take one more
want it
day
to be the
off.
hardest.
Smack out the rest of the work ones.
Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Here comes the catch.
Let's light it up!
Quietly now.
Bow your head.
Gotcha. Take it easy. Quietly now.
Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue...
Take it easy. blasted. Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled!
Whatever would you do without me?
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Wind strategy. Clouds high. The birds come.
Everybody stand back!
Crumble! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Is that all?
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Settle down!
Let's light it up!
As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
An oversight on my part. The risk is growing, but it poses no threat. For 1,000-year pain! You stand upon your tomb, though you
Right
know
here.
it not!
Emerge, right now. Let's light it up!
Experience an eon of suffering!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Everybody stand back! Emerge, right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge, right here. Emerge.
Silence! down!
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally. Yours now.
Silence!
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing you.
It's time to pull the easy money. Take it easy.
Wind Strider! Time to go! Wind Strider!
Take it easy. It's raining again?
Time to go!
Quietly now.
Bow your head.
Gotcha.
Teamwork is strength!
One with wind and cloud!
Settle down.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
A chest full of valuables. chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
The wind knows it.
Silence! Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Everybody stand back!
Clouds hide. The birds...
Busted.
Let's light it up!
Take it easy.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Quiet now.
I'm going in!
Wind strider.
Settle down! Justice is blindsided.
Busted.
Into the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
As one with wind and cloud.
Get out of here! Take cover! I'm going in!
Wind strider.
Ha!
Easy money. Take it easy.
Let's light it up! Even better than I imagined. Teamwork is dream.
Wind strider.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Hup, take it easy. Quietly now. Cha! Take it easy.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn
Bow your head. Silence!
Let's light it up!
as one with wind and cloud.
I'm going in!
Let the mighty be humble!
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Wind strider.
Let's light it up! Everybody stick!
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Take cover! I'm going in!
Settle down! Let the record show that I verbally consent. To relinquishing these items into your possession.
Easy money.
Brings a smile to my face.
Let's light it up!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Busted.
Wind strider.
Settle down!
wind knows me. Time to go. A fateful offering.
A chest full of valuables, and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of it.
Wind strike! one with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Silence!
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing...
Really? Take it easy.
Settle down!
Take it easy.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Silence!
Take it easy.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Let's light it up!
Fallen leaves, adorn my nut.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in!
Bow your head.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Take it easy. Quietly now. Let's light it up!
The wind knows it. Clouds high. The birds call.
Silence!
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Into the wind.
Bow your head.
Wind strider.
Gotcha! Busted!
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Take it easy.
Who says there aren't benefits to
Take it easy.
Let's light it up!
time to go.
Quietly now. Busted.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
One with nature. A fateful offering.
Busted.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Settle down!
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Right.
Bow your head!
Off we go! That's what I call treasure!
Strange. There's nothing here after all.
Wind strider. The wind knows me. Brings a smile to my face.
Take it easy.
Into the wind.
Silence!
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Let's light it up! Off we go! Let's light it up!
Take it easy. Gotcha. Easy money.
Get out of here! Take cover!
Wind striking.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. I see that.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. Ah, here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quick.
Quiet now.
Let's get it on! Ah!
I'll be back. You're
The Flame Bane.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Ha! That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes? You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds!
I'll save you the trouble.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies. I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and all familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that this caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact... perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here? I'm sorry, you're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been...
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, they could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from caravan Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade...
But why would he do...
I honestly have no... I've been to their estate many times, and the only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment cost, but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master... You're probably right. I know my lady's personality.
But what should we do now?
If you ask me, I'm not worried. Let's go find my lady again. If we're lucky,
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if it...
I've considered that possibility. But even still, she showed genuine concern. That's not how I deal with...
You're right. Paimon wants to try...
Yeah. We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected.
Actually, we're still investigating.
I see. The clues you found...
Something like that.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not... Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be...
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father.
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically... On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile. So...
What?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next.
The Master... Okay, I understand. My father...
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story, and just stumbled into the deal by...
I can't help but agree with the
Huh? You mean you feel the same?
Thank you for sharing all this. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about... In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30.
About that. Well, the Homayanis really need... Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that he offered me a pile of Mora, so I just...
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or... I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of...
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seemed strange. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan all...
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father...
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been fun...
But is that... My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but general... If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani...
Dia.
It's all right, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again? Right, yeah, try. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before...
Thank you, everyone. That makes a... In which case, my lady?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll...
Usual
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the
Yes, my daughter has... But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention.
So, that's what you found? Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, dear, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homeyan.
I understand. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, they had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad.
Really?
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was to repay his kindness. I hired his brigade to help out at our...
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to...
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his... He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be... I was completely lost at first, until he recommended...
So he was the one who recommended...
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Desh. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detect... If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease.
And that's why you offered her such...
Yes. But not just because of that. And that's also why I tried. Kusela saved my daughter and me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse.
He was always like that. Acting like he's oh so smart and
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. Eventually I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. The letter contained a request to help him buy food.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that the...
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, that thought occurred to me as well. I figured after some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead... In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose...
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me in.
Oh no, Dia...
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. Another way? I don't know. I knew him, but... I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between... I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with... However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
I'll stay and be with my father here. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I feel like our only course of action is to...
Yes. I am prepared to accept. It's time to face.
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps.
Shh! Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're... This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't...
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakana Lakmar, and if you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce...
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of more from my last run. You just give me enough...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something of...
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise they're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my... Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you, though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being...
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bar...
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore...
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp, right? Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
Busted.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Teamwork is strength! Buckle up!
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down. Dia. The boss can't... He died.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though.
When did he die? What happened?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's...
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal, regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced. Every person in Deshret's relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the records served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of...
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from... When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight.
So, even the Blazing Beast...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need. His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar, the big fire that boss started, was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, we were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing your... We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those... As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low, but... maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the... Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the part... I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since...
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just, all I know is that Deshret's relics must... Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only...
Thank you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last...
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants, but the fact is, I owe it.
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeter.
Whatever would you do without me?
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could...
Yeah. We'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here.
Right here. Right now, right here.
One with nature. Take that!
Settle down!
I'll take my...
The village knows me. Right now, right here, right now. Hi! Look alive! Ha! Emerge! Right now! Emerge! Buckle up! You're dead meat! Let's light it up! I'm going in!
As one with wind and cloud. You want this one?
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think—
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this,
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take— Let's go! We can't let the boss step—
Let's check if there's another way. The sooner we can make—
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked.
Okay, let's...
Gloves off! Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Let's get it on! Ha! Cha! Teamwork is dream!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Ha! 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 Emerge!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
I'm going in! Buckle up! You're dead meat!
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through, but as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to—
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run. Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this, even now, my brothers and I still the greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Let us draw our weapons! We will show them they are but two, while we hold within our... Wave 1! Charge! Eliminate them!
Shot! Fallen leaves! Dorn mu-
Look alive!
You don't think that you won. You're just getting started.
Now you're testing my patience.
Teamwork is strength!
One with winded...
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
I'm their dead meat!
Your brothers! With me, this is where we prove our faith.
You all just wanna die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive! The golden slumber.
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at this place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming.
Yes, keep fighting! There's no need to...
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attack. I'm going to see if I can take out that high plat...
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Michel! Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen.
So, it would seem like...
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michel.
You think I would give you... I will be buried in the sand, alongside...
Hey, wait!
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Hey, dear! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't...
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple... Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the... Why would I know? It's not like...
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others... Where's the records room?
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one Kusela? Ah, yeah, I remember him now. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him, but in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fight. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfect. Tell me, where is the...
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave you. Spare them no mercy.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with the... If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able... I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking.
Is this a cane?
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Yeah!
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad. What's this?
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she... And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat... Hey, come on! Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. Junior Azad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that...
Aw, thanks, you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me. Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing, and Idrisi and the others all used to say that They would quit if there was no Mora to be. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us. Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you all right?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. Huh?
Paimon will explain. A lot happened.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
Dia, you're being...
Hey, don't worry about me. If any, my father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new... That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, however, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense.
I understand how you...
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, it's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become... Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's... Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time. Who's our target? Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, well, if it isn't Nilu.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still—
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair theaters, although it looks like you're gonna need...
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is Paimon.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right.
She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter bee.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes... Anyway, sorry to get off topic.
Oh, that reminds me.
Ooh, what a fantastic... Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat. Its aroma is just...
We're 2 peas in a...
Wait here. I'll bring...
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged...
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah, everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next door.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship...
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? Wait, are you here to take...
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to... But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were...
Ah, so you probably got there after.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves into the authority. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the court could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or...
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora... But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk.
Perhaps it's...
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper... It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use.
That probably means this was really
And here are a few bags of children's snacks.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, a wool scarf, which, from the looks of it, probably belonged... I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things...
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dia. It's all right. I'll just read it out. If you went to the trouble...
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and... If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm... You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were but once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the...
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that... I was never your father.
Wait, what?
Surely,
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 really felt like the whole world was under my feet. It was just a teeny but as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny, but your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them... I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I was their most esteemed leader after all. It's not like I could just tell them. Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of... In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little... I suppose. Or I would have suffocated under this...
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a...
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the...
Do you already have some ideas about the...
I do. If he first found me, I just have one wish. That there once existed a childish and foolish, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by...
What a pain. It's time to apply for a new budget again.
Less fun than making money.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for—
Oh, why's that? Has something...
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Even Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden, for no clear reason.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. Sorry? Did you say something?
Was that supposed to be your impression of Master Diluc talking about...
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that well, if you're I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy.
Footprints, eh?
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotion?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the part. I fulfill the request written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could burn them by the batch.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they have.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left. Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on the...
What do they buy and what do they get?
A solid and durable second home of... Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. All right, Mung, keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive enough, right? It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they're... But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's... Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistants. I'll be back with you in a moment.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business.
You must be the director's new...
Not us! We're just very...
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. The director is tactful when it comes to what...
Her? Going.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff.
But Director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, Director.
Poor guys give...
Right. We should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that! It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imagination... Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are in... The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of...
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
Another handsome sum today.
Listen, to our success. Let me tell you how that is.
Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng...
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life. Go and find some other poor soul.
Why do they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Hyman thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Hyman's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang?
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call them...
No. Okay, relax. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your...
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most...
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you... Surely you don't think all that was business?
Then what was it exactly?
No. The business development ended after the... I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember As it turns out, the Big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal... The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of any... So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Park.
Take it easy.
Mung, I'm back. I'm afraid we're...
I see. Well,
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. I've never forgotten. But recently, after one such visit, I can't help but wonder, did I perhaps... How would I ever come to terms with my childhood
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. And in fact, what Mung has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion... But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around...
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, those people we found today were also Mung's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden...
Wong Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral? My name's Le Chung. I've had this awful feeling. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares. I think that it's a curse.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demon.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of and if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste. The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in...
Wuwang Hill? No.
Hold your horses, both of you.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. However, in order to lift the curse, we need to come with me and my trusty assistants.
I guess I'll come.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense act. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this...
Okay, I get...
Right. Let's... Rituals are you gonna... No ritual at all. We just need... Wait. You didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into it. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe...
Sounds like that might work. if you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old. You're onto something. After all,
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also...
Makes sense.
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased.
Paimon didn't see that coming.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully... To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really... Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a real... Ah, you're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse? I'm counting on you!
Quietly now.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it had...
Great. In which case, I guess... You've been pranked!
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I...
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last op.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but...
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow. What a weird... I
feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, since we are done with the matter at hand...
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G?
Well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Take it easy.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in the... It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
It must have been poor Lo Chung that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares. Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in this.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to
I can't. It's too high for me.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. No, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songza.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask Mung and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become so be careful what you say when you collect the keeps.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least my keep. Hi!
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be... Yes, we grew... I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy. I can make it for you, if you bring me some jueyun. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his child.
Deal! Just give...
Jueyun chili. Great, this should be enough. I'll get started on the jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about...
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember it didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The Big G incident. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is... So, is Big G...
How did you know? We...
I'm a businessman. I've got a sixth sense. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. And here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning. Today, business is booming.
Wow!
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Wu.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find...
Dishes. Into the wind.
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Xiao lanterns down by Liu. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on.
Take it easy.
I think she mentioned it. The plastrite shards are over.
Take it easy.
Prose wells up doesn't seem like they're here. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look some. These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
The wind knows me.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Okay, I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed.
But if you get the chance, please, and that the things we once spoke of.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Huta.
Are you here to play with me?
Wind strider.
Bow your head.
The suns shine no longer.
Is it what you... wish to find?
Busted.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Does
Paimon look that unreliable?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if guard the border between life and death, this is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world, and where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, So listen to everything I say.
Paimon's scared, but like Huta says, we're already...
right, amuse me.
Wow, what is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead. Huh?
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Phew. Huh? Phew. Huh?
Emerge, right now. Emerge. Let's light it up!
Into the wind.
Settle down.
See? Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh?
Phew.
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Huh? By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Toodaloo.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Time to go! Go!
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before? What into that is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
We're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
If you don't have enough, then why not just carry...
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers that...
So that's the weird stuff.
Yep.
What?
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Apologies. This is just a little unexpected. Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. My name is Lan Si. Everyone says waiting. I can keep waiting. It's all the same to me.
Are you new here? I can't believe how nice the scenery. Here I can... By the way...
That guy... if you're curious...
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it...
You can make a wish without a lantern. Yell it.
As soon as the first...
That's right.
All right. If that's so fun
To get rich, of course.
Yeah, if you get
Not just one.
Well, if...
Whoa.
As for me...
yeah. Anyway,
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared.
It brings back so many memories.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gift. Little Wu's become a chef.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dream anyway.
hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good...
Take the hint?
Monks already crossed the border. As I explained, Wangsheng funeral during the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. Such were the times when the Wangsheng funeral parlor was first established.
They must have paid a huge price.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that. It took a long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the... Not a chance! Curiosity can be perilous. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your head. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between... Huh? It's about time.
What kind of place?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things.
It's time to pull the
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my friends are doing so...
I also want to thank you.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past...
How can you say such horrendous things?
Well then, let's
see you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's...
No, I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled...
Nah, don't be bothered by that.
All right, I'll remember you.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but...
So, what was the wish you two made?
After each of us has started a family and built a career, that's why I envy my friends so much.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to... So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can...
Either way, I don't think I'll ever...
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave...
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your
The biggest
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't... I'll keep my eyes open in case anything...
You don't sound like you...
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living.
Oh, stop saying creepy stuff.
Relax. I'll help you look for them.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the but I've never seen any of the previous director. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral...